Hey everyone, welcome back. Well, it's been about 2 weeks since my last video got banned and I got my first strike on YouTube. I've technically been able to post for about a week, but I've been working through a difficult personal tragedy in my life. I usually don't talk about personal things like this on my videos, but on August 1st of 2022, my wife of 13 years passed away and was found unresponsive. It's been a very difficult situation to deal with, especially with all of the emotions and transitions that are going on with me right now. So many wonderful things are happening at the same time, so I've been a little bit out of sorts lately. However, I wanted to talk about my complex relationship with YouTube, who I refer to as Alphabeast. I call YouTube Alphabeast because it's owned by Alphabet Inc., which also owns Google. You see, Google bought YouTube back in 2006, and most would agree that YouTube was a relatively free speech platform before 2016. However, Alphabet Inc. bought Google, which already owned YouTube, and all of that changed forever. Now in 2022, the truth is almost totally verboten on most of the important and relevant issues of our time. You see, I'm very new to this whole video channel thing, and I really was motivated to do this because of what happened in 2020 with the COVID schemes. I couldn't just sit back and watch people deceived and destroyed by Big Pharma and the governments of the world. So I decided I had to say something, and I had to do something to affect the change, even if it was small and insignificant to most people. That's just the kind of person that I am. I care about people too much to see their lives destroyed. Nevertheless, my zeal and desire to warn people about the dangers of what's coming up puts YouTube in a difficult situation. You see, Alphabeast knows that we know the governments and the pharmaceutical industries are lying. They also know that people are starved for truth and are seeking somebody that will tell it, just because they can't find it on mainstream media or cable media. That's why YouTube became popular and profitable in the first place, because it was a place where people could put out their own content and be their own publisher of information. YouTube makes a huge profit off of putting out content that people want to watch, and the ad revenue will follow where the audience is. However, even this is a challenge. The intelligence communities and Congress want to use big tech to surveil their constituents and fine-tune their propaganda to be more effective. However, when people get red-pilled and start to see the lies for what they really are, it creates more and more friction with the narrative of the government and therefore stops the social engineering that they are all working on. This is what scares them the most, that they lose control of the way you think and the way you perceive the world around you. Therefore, they have given big tech companies like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., the mandate to silence those who oppose their narrative. So the government can take away all of their profits at the drop of a hat if they don't do what they're told. However, like any other business person, they hate giving up that ad money, so that they will recommend some videos that they know government doesn't like to people who they know will watch them. I'm hoping to be one of those people that makes content that people are compelled to watch, because it's vital that they have the freedom and dignity as human beings to pursue truth in order to empower themselves. Right now, a channel like mine is like embers that could one day become a mighty flame that burns bright for millions of people to see. The problem is that what I'm going to talk about is all the things that the system must not allow to flourish in order to keep its control. Yes, YouTube and Google are evil companies that serve Satan. But there are a few people inside YouTube that don't want truth tellers to be silenced. And Susan Wojcicki even admitted that some of her moderators get red-pilled from time to time. The establishment always bemoans that, by the way. So I'm hoping that there are a few moderators out there who will not let their company destroy the lives of people by lies and propaganda. So as you can see, this is a complicated situation and a tug of war where it's not clear what's going to happen or who is going to prevail. Ultimately, even if they silence me, the truth will prevail in one way or another. So for those of you who are my subscribers, be prepared for this channel to be banned, because I don't like the idea that I can't speak the truth, and YouTube doesn't like the iron fist that will come down on them if they don't censor me. So it's uncertain whether or not I will be here for very long. So please make sure to subscribe on BitChute, Gab TV, Odyssey, and Rumble. For those of you that have already done that, I appreciate you very much. However, I find that I don't get a lot of comments on any of these platforms, which is sad because I really like to hear what people have to say, even if it's a constructive criticism. I also don't have very many subscribers on any of these yet, and YouTube is the one platform that has grown the most over the last couple months. So if you're not subscribed to my channel or commenting on my videos on any of these platforms, please help a brother out and do so. I have a whole lot more content coming up in September, and it's really going to keep YouTube on its toes, I think. So now, I already told you that I've got 1 strike, and if I get a 2nd strike, I get 2 weeks of a ban. If I get a 3rd strike, then I'm gone. YouTube, by far, is the most authoritarian, censorship-driven platform I've ever been on. Facebook and Twitter don't like what I say, but they at least let people see the content that they want to see. I'm less than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube anyway, so I'm not eligible for monetization. Monetization really isn't my goal right now. It's reaching people in whatever way possible. I may hate the authoritarian censorship policies of YouTube, aka Alphabeast, but I put up with it because of people like you who watch these videos and comment on them and share the videos. From the bottom of my heart, I love you, and you mean the world to me, real talk. I do this for God, and I also do this for you because we have to stick together and be wise as snakes but innocent as doves, because the day is evil and is getting worse and worse every day. So help me get this message out by sharing this and liking the videos. So if you hear me out and if you're rocking with me so far, please leave a comment below and let me know that you're with me. I love you guys. Grace and peace to you all. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with friends and family. You can follow me on Facebook at Untethered Truth Prevails. You can also find me on Twitter at UntetheredVince. If you'd like to give to me financially, you can go to Patreon, and you can find me there at Untethered Creations. I'm also on Venmo, and you can find me if you go to Vince-Barton-1. Once again, I really appreciate you all for joining me, and I wish you good success in the pursuit of truth. Grace and peace to you all.